Hello, thank you for taking a moment to watch this video. And on this particular training, we are going to continue the configuration of our Zap where we're taking contact information that was filled out on a contact form and emailed to us and then was parsed out in our email parser email address. And we use that information to zap it over to PhoneBurner. So we now created a contact in the PhoneBurner system. And the last thing we want to do in this particular zap is we want to take this contact ID, this specific ID right here, and we want to make sure that we log that in our CRM. In this particular case, our CRM is our Google Sheet. We want to make sure that we log that PhoneBurner contact ID. So if at any point in the future we need to update that record back in PhoneBurner, we can do that without any issues. So let's get into this. So let's go back to our Zap. We just created the record. We're going to go ahead and add another step. We're going to go ahead and click the little plus. And in this particular case, our CRM is our Google Sheet. So we're going to choose Google Sheets as our action. And we're going to update a spreadsheet row. So we're going to click on choose event, update spreadsheet row. We're going to hit continue. And we're going to choose Google Sheets, jeff@phoneburner.com. Continue. My Google Drive. I don't know why that's not loading properly lately. You'll see that it's checked. So I don't know what's going on there. The spreadsheet is our Zapier 2021 training. The worksheet is our lead worksheet. And the row that we're going to be updating is the row that was just that record was created on. So keep in mind, this is a row. These are columns. Up and down are columns. Left to right is rows. So in this particular case, we want to update row 3. But we don't want to set this value to row 3 because this is going to change every time a new record is added. And we don't want to just keep updating row 3. So we need to do custom. And in this particular case, we can choose find or create row. And the row we want is the ID right here. We want to grab the ID that was created or captured in that step. And now we're not going to update every column. The only thing we want to update in this particular case is the PhoneBurner contact ID. So we're going to choose the create contact in PhoneBurner. And we're going to find that PhoneBurner contact ID. So we're just going to scroll through here. And here it is, contacts, user ID. That's the one that we want right there. So if you pay attention here, 6990276, right? Go back to PhoneBurner. That matches. So that's what we're trying to log in our spreadsheet. So we're going to go ahead and hit continue. And we are going to test and review. And once again, faster than I could bring it over, that spreadsheet has been updated with that PhoneBurner contact ID. Now in this particular case, because we're using the Google spreadsheet as our database, as our contact manager, we're updating a specific row. Now keep in mind, if you're using a contact manager and you have a lead ID or a contact record ID or whatever that might be from that other system, then you would probably want to use that as the value to identify which record to update in that system. Like if you were back in here in the setup action, instead of using ID 3, which is the row number, you would actually be updating the contact manager, the specific contact record that you pulled from that contact manager. So anyway, I hope that makes sense. Thanks for taking a moment to watch this specific video, and hopefully you've watched all of the other training videos and you now know how to parse contact information out of an email and get that information loaded into PhoneBurner or any other contact manager for that matter. But thanks again and happy dialing.